Ahoy, peace and blessings. Welcome back. 42 Divine Laws of my yacht, number 41. I have not acted with insolence. The definition of insolence is rude and disrespectful behavior. I just want to remind you, the law is telling you you're free of these things. You have not done these things, My yacht doesn't consider you guilty of these things, a very spiritual realm. It's very good though to apply these things, these laws to your physical self as well, your physical body, your physical actions. There's people you can be perceived as rude, even though the law is telling you have not. People can accuse you of things that you are innocent of. You have to remember this. People can accuse you of things you are innocent of, even though the law is telling you you're innocent of these things. You have never been rude. You've never been disrespectful. There was a reason, there was a cause, there was something that made you react in that way for people to perceive you that way, whether it's thought, emotion, maybe they were just unjust, maybe they were guilty of something else, you're trying to put them back into line, you're trying to help them, show them the error of their ways, but I also just have to remind you, just me personally, I am teaching you guys this, I'm showing you guys this, I'm reminding you guys this, so that you can become better than me. You get what I mean? So that you can have a stronger relationship with God than I do. I've done a lot of right in the eyes of God. I've done a lot of wrong in the eyes of God. I know my greatest sin. He's told me my greatest sin. So I'm making sure you guys don't commit the same sins that I've done. For you to be sent to hell, for you to be judged by demons and archdemons and things of that nature. I'm telling you guys a lot of the good things that he enjoys about me and the things that I do that he shows favor towards me. He shows me miracles and blesses me in certain ways, So I'm really just trying to cut out the fat. I'm trying to give you guys all the good stuff that I've done, that I'm doing, continuing to do. And I'm trying to steer you guys away from the negative things that I've done, So a lot of you guys, I understand, might not have ever seen God before, not have ever heard God before, or you might just have not noticed it, not made that connection, might have the strength inside of you to say that, yeah, that was God. You get what I mean? Or to have the strength to say, oh, that person doesn't really exist. That person is an NPC, or that person really is an angel, or that person really is, that little thing I saw really was a demon. You get what I'm saying? Or that's that angel's name, that's that demon's name. You get what I'm saying? I want you to guys have that discernment, that strength, that willpower, and that authority to know what's going on in your life. I've went through years of my life not having the true authority. You know what I mean? God had to give that to me. You know what I'm saying? I think I can give that to you guys now. Or at least I can show you a way better way, a way easier way. And a lot of people aren't saying this stuff publicly, A lot of people know this stuff. They hide it. You get what I mean? But not too many know. Not too many know. You get what I mean? It's really only his sons and daughters who truly know, truly get to experience, you get what I'm saying? How great he really is. And how great we are just by connection. I don't want you guys going to hell unprepared. I don't want you guys going to hell at all. You get what I'm saying? But at least if you're going, you get what I'm saying, you can at least be prepared. I want you to be prepared when God, you get what I'm saying? I don't want God to humble you guys ever, because God humbled me. You get what I'm saying? Because I was doing wrong. I don't want you guys to do wrong and in turn get humbled, in turn get judged. You get what I mean? I want you to skip all the bullshit that a lot of us had to go through. You can go right to the reward. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm building a highway. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are walking through the woods, walking through the wilderness, trying to find God. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a highway doing this, if you get the analogy. 1 Corinthians 7:20, each person should remain in the situation they were in when God called them. Were you a slave when you were called? Don't let it trouble you. Although if you can gain your freedom, do so. For the one who was a slave when called to faith in the Lord is the Lord's freed person. Similarly, the one who was free when called is Christ's slave. If God has called you, you have got that unbreakable connection now, that very strong connection, that undeniable connection now. This verse is just reminding you to stay that person you were when God called you, when God found you. You know what I'm saying? When you found God, that's the person he loves. You know what I'm saying? You're that person for a reason. He came to you at that point in your life for a reason. When I was called, I Like, I was begging for God. You get what I mean? I was literally in hell. You get what I'm saying? I'm being tormented. I'm seeing nothing but evil in the world. I'm around nothing but negativity. And I'm losing all my friends. You get what I'm saying? Lost connection with my family. You know, I'm doing magic all the time, even though the Bible goes against me. I'm doing magic all the time. You know what I'm saying? Working with devils and demons, all kind of crazy shit that you would think would go against the word, would go against God, go against the Bible. But that's when he called me. You get what I mean? That's why I'm still doing these things now. I have the authority over these negative entities, over this negative realm and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I still do all the things I was doing then. You get what I'm saying? All the things I was focused on, all the things I loved then, all the things I hated then. I should still be that person. You get what I'm saying? You should still be that person too. You know what I'm saying? However you were called, you might not be in the worst, in a bad scenario like I was. You might be in a great scenario. You get what I'm saying? But everyone gets blessed differently. You get what I'm saying? But when I was called, and I bring that up, when I was called, I was learning to not be rude. You get what I mean? I was learning to really show love to everyone. You get what I'm saying? I was learning really to mind my own business. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to break up every fight. I don't have to intervene in everything. You know what I'm saying? I can when it's happening right in front of me. You get what I'm saying? I will. But I was really just on my own path. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. I'm learning secrets and stuff like that by myself. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't going to church or anything. Like, I've been to church recently and stuff like that, but you know, when I was called, I felt like I would burn up if I went to church. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had a lot of just fire. You get what I mean? But I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? He humbled me to not be rude. You know what I'm saying? Even if you see a demon, you see a negative person, you see your enemy, you still don't have to be rude. You know what I mean? Like, there's way more player ways to go about things. You know what I'm saying? You could parlay. You feel me? Like, we're pirates. You can just have a little bit of finesse. You get what I mean? Like, you're invincible. God's gonna protect you. You don't have to go beating on your chest and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? We're not apes. We're not monkeys. You get what I mean? We don't have to go hiding in the bushes, slithering around on our stomachs and stuff. You get what I'm saying? We're men. At the end of the day, we are men and women. You know, and when God called me, I was understanding that more and more. You get what I'm saying? Like, real life comes first. You get what I mean? We're men and women at the end of the day. Like, I could talk a lot about, like, shape-shifting, being angels and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, in real life, real reality, the form that we take the most, you get what I'm saying? The form we were born in, the form we're going to die in, the form our spirits are going to leave, you know what I'm saying? But the form our spirits came into, we're men and women at the end of the day. So, you know, don't be rude to your true self, to your true form. You know, a lot of people go overboard on spirituality and stuff like that. Like, you have to focus on your real life first, you get what I mean? Like, God puts you here for a reason, you get what I mean? But Romans 12:3, for by the grace given to me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment in accordance with the faith God has distributed to each of you. You know, God has distributed faith to each of us. You get what I mean? Some people have more, some people have less, some people have a type A, some people have type B, whatever. You get what I mean? But we don't have to think highly of ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of thoughts are unneeded, honestly. You get what I mean? Once you get smart enough, once you get wise enough, it's like there's not too many crazy things to think about. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you know the truth, you know, you don't have to think about it anymore. I want you to understand that once you know the truth, you really don't have to think about it anymore. You already know it. You know, you don't have to think about what color the sky is anymore. You know? It's like once you learn how to drive a car, you don't really have to think about, oh, how do I drive my car? You know, it's like a natural thing. It's like instinctual. But, you know, it's also important. Don't be looking at other people lowly. You get what I mean? And this is like just a very powerful message. You might see a lot of NPCs and all kind of people with no souls even. You still don't have to be rude. You get what I'm saying? You still shouldn't be rude to these people. You know, they're trying their best. They're just on their path at the current time and place that you see them in. You get what I'm saying? A year from now, like, they might have a soul. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people talk about NPCs and shit on the internet. They don't talk about NPCs getting souls. You know what I'm saying? A lot of NPCs can get souls. You know what I'm saying? There's walk-ins and all kind of stuff. Like, I knew this one individual. I knew a couple people like this, but I knew this one individual, like, the first time I saw it. He was a complete NPC. You get what I'm saying? That was my first time interacting with that. And like 6 months later, like less than a year later, you know what I'm saying? He was filled with life. You get what I mean? It was just at that time in his body, you know what I'm saying? Spirit was doing something else. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people's spirits be doing. Like the universe is vast. The universe is big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's really nothing wrong with NPCs. They could just be doing something else. You get what I'm saying? People don't have that perspective though. People just want to judge them, look lowly on them, try to bring their self up like they're high and mighty, like they're God and all this stuff. Like, oh, because I have a soul, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that. Don't ever think that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what your eyes are seeing right now. You don't know what spirit, what soul, what angel, what God's protecting this person. You get what I mean? What person, what God is aligned with this person. You know, what higher energy this person possesses. You get what I'm saying? How much grace God has given them. You get what I'm saying? How much faith God has distributed to this person. Even if a soul's not in the body, you know what I'm saying? The body's still like important. You know what I'm saying? It's still a life. You know what I'm saying? We worship the God of life. Like everything is alive. You get what I'm saying? The whole universe is alive. So don't be rude to life. You get what I'm saying? Don't disrespect life, your own or others. You get what I mean? Because we're not in a warring state. We don't have to have enemies all the time. You get what I'm saying? God's the greatest warrior. We don't have to be looking down at things. You get what I'm saying? Like that's no way to spread your domain. It's no way to spread your happiness. It's no way to spread your peace. It's no way to spread the greater message. You know what I mean? Looking down at people. Like the law's telling you you're free of these things, spiritually speaking, but I know in real life it can play out that way. You know what I mean? That was one of the ways I got humble. I had to respect life more. I have the greatest respect for life now. You know, I just had to be more like God. You know what I'm saying? God was showing me like you're this way. I know you're trying to get closer. This is how you do it. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. Like, this is how you do it. You want to see more miracles? You want to see more divinity, see more magic? You know what I'm saying? Just be more peaceful. Be more loving. Really manifest the things you want. You know, this is how you do it. Being humbled by God is not a fun experience. Is what I'm really trying to tell you. You know, being tormented is not a fun experience. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? People throwing stones at you is not a fun experience. You know, it's something we can skip. You know, but stay how you were when God called you. You were called that way for a reason. You know, it's a very bright light that you have. You get what I mean? It's something your soul's very into. You know, 2 Peter 1:19. We also have the prophetic message as something completely reliable. You know, a lot of people don't get why I'm going by the Bible and stuff like that, but it tells you it's completely reliable. You get what I mean? This is why I go on it. I could just make these videos and go base 100% off my own knowledge, my own experiences. And some videos I will do that, but I just want to be very concrete when talking about these laws. You get what I'm saying? It's completely reliable. The law should be completely reliable in real life. You get that? You get what I mean? Like in physical reality, the law is not completely reliable. You get what I mean? These spiritual laws are completely reliable. And the Bible is completely reliable. That's why I'm sharing these messages, you know, adding my own just experience. But we also have the prophetic message as something completely reliable. And you will do well to pay attention to it as to a light shining in a dark place until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your heart. You know, just based on my own research, people didn't start calling the devil Lucifer until like 500 years after Jesus died. You get what I mean? Like, Lucifer's not the devil. You get what I'm saying? Peter called Jesus Lucifer once. You know what I'm saying? In the book, they call them both the morning star a lot of times. You get what I mean? But this is like the secret. You get what I'm saying? Some multi-dimensional nature of the universe. A lot of us fuse. You get what I'm saying? You know, in physical life, we fuse. We make babies and stuff like that. Spiritually, though, we can fuse and just make a stronger version of the two people who fuse. You know what I'm saying? Jesus and Lucifer fuse a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? And it's like one of the most beautiful things ever. You get what I'm saying? They're both a joy to be around. You get what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We're not in a war. Just on some having fun shit, just some chilling shit, just some cracking jokes, like loving shit. You get what I mean? Like when Jesus and Lucifer fuse, it's really great. You get what I mean? But they say the morning star supposed to rise in your heart, which is really just love, life, laughter. You know what I'm saying? Fun. Above all, you must understand that no prophecies of Scripture come about by the prophet's own interpretation of things. You know, this is, again, I don't want to go by my own interpretation of things. You know what I mean? I'm going by what God has showed me. You feel me? And that's where the humbling comes in. When you're going off your own interpretations, you will get humbled by the person who made it. You get what I mean? Like, people can have an idea about an album or a song, like, oh, this song means this and this and this. But then the artist comes out and says, no, it actually means this. You know what I mean? It's like a humbling thing. And like, God is the creator of the universe. We can have our own interpretations of the universe. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't take that from us. But when he gives you the interpretation, you get what I mean? It's completely reliable. You don't want to go against that. That's why a lot of my things, like I do, might slightly go against the book. I mean, it doesn't. It might seem that way though at first glance. But it's just because he's giving me the right interpretation. You get what I'm saying? These books are thousands of years old. He's giving me a newer interpretation, the right interpretation. You know what I'm saying? He gives me the okay with a lot of stuff. You get what I mean? And this is like the humbling. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know it's okay. You feel me? I want you to move right before God tells you you're moving wrong. You feel me? It's a bad experience, right? For prophecy never had its origin in the human will, but prophets, though human, spoke from God as they were carried along by the Holy Spirit. You know, I'm going to start doing readings and stuff like that. I was really planning on starting it today, but, you know, life just gets in the way. And it's really not that needed. You get what I mean? I'm humble. I know no one has to ever get a reading from me. You get what I mean? It's not like gonna be the end of the world or something. You get what I mean? It's not like God's gonna stop existing when I stop existing. You get what I mean? To be a good prophet, though, is to work with God. You know what I'm saying? It's really God's message. It's God's interpretation of the scenario that you're prophesizing about. You know what I'm saying? It's not your own. You know, we have our own brain, we have our own spirit, we have our own soul, we have our own body, we have our own mind. We can use these things. That's all cool. But when you're walking in this light, you know what I'm saying? God has his own interpretation of what he made. You get what I mean? So that's the message that should come through first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Then you can say how you feel about it. And you know what I mean? Your divinity, your magic. You know what I'm saying? You're still a son of God. You're still a daughter of God. It's cool how you see things. It's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Don't let no one take that away from you. But you should know. You get what I'm saying? You should know. You should know this 100%. All the angels, all the demons want to hear God's interpretation of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Even most of the humans, you get what I'm saying? Some humans that like they don't care. I know that shit's cap. But all the angels, all the demons, you get what I'm saying? I've met personally millions of them. They want to know God's interpretation of the shit. You get what I'm saying? We could be fighting. We could be arguing. We could be having fun even. You get what I'm saying? We could be doing whatever we doing. But it's like, oh, like, what is God going to say? You get what I'm saying? Like, if God's not involved in it, you feel me? On like a body level. You know, it's really important though. Try to remove all the rudeness, all the negativity, disrespectful behavior out your body. Because you never have to use that key. You get what I mean? You never have to use that sword. You never have to use that weapon. You never have to use that shield. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be rude and disrespectful just trying to shield their heart, shield their stomach, shield their mind. You know, they'll try to just be rude. But you don't ever have to use a shield. You get what I'm saying? You don't ever have to use a weapon. You get what I mean? You don't ever need a clutch. You don't ever need a crutch. You get what I mean? I'm working on this like real time. Something I'm working on too real time. It'll help people who resonate with this. But if you've had a panic attack, you know what a panic attack feels like. If you haven't had a panic attack, you've probably had a panic attack, but you just didn't know what it was. You get what I mean? You want to free your body from having panic attacks. But even on a micro level, you know, you want to remove that energy of panic attacks. You get what I'm saying? That's something that will hide in our bodies sometimes. It's been hiding in my body. Like, I've had full-blown panic attacks before. But I noticed I've been having, like, minor, very minor. You get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? When your energy's off, it's always something. You get what I mean? Sometimes it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it is. I personally have OCD. You know what I'm saying? In real life, I have OCD. But spiritually, I have OCD too. You get what I mean? It's a whole different level. Like, sometimes, like, angels and stuff will come into my room, spiritually speaking. Like, there's spiritual rooms, you know what I'm saying? I probably have to talk about that. I don't think no one really talks about that on the internet. There's spiritual rooms, you know what I'm saying? Angels will come into my room, and they might just change something, like a little thing. And my OCD just goes crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in my physical body, living my real life. I don't even notice it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not focused on that. But it's like, oh shit, like, y'all was in my room and y'all changed something. And like, I go back there and it's just like, what's, like, something's off. You get what I mean? Something's off. They be doing that. Like, they're younger than me, you feel me? Like, if you have little brothers, little sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that happens spiritually, you know what I'm saying? But just remove all the negativity, you feel me? Like, rule number one, you know what I'm saying? Law number one, you have not committed sin, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for you to be feeling bad, you know? Like, today I was God, you feel me? Yesterday I was God too. Like, this is like going deep, because I'm about to start talking about like heavy Satanism. You get what I'm saying? I've been giving y'all sprinkles of this shit. But like, I never want to be God. You feel me? I never want to be God. A lot of people on the internet, a lot of spiritual people, they'll tell you you're God. And yes, you are God. You can be God. But there's still like the Most High. You feel me? When God allows you to be God, you can be God. You feel me? It's not you be God because you say so. You feel me? It's when God says you can be God, you can be God. You feel me? A lot of times he would be wanting me to be God, and other people be wanting me to be God too, just because I got a lot of high energy and shit like that. I'm really close to him. A lot of people be like, bro, you're God. Like, no, the fuck, I'm not. You get what I'm saying? People don't understand that shit. I be thinking it's mistranslations in the Bible. You get what I'm saying? Talking about Lucifer wanting to be God and shit like that. No, like other people wanted Lucifer to be God. You feel me? Other people be wanting you to be God, and sometimes you don't be wanting to be God. See, that's a spiritual tip people don't be getting. You just going around telling everybody they God. Some people don't want to be God. You feel me? You know how much power you need? I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I could try. That shit's gonna burn me. I'm gonna go straight to hell. I'm gonna go straight to hell because it's like, bro, I ain't about to control every single fucking thing in the world. You get what I'm saying? Be responsible for everyone's emotions, everyone's thoughts. You know how hard that job is? It's the reason we worship him. I'm telling you, worship him. He's good at his fucking job. You get what I'm saying? He's the best at his job. No matter, even though the world seems fucked up, I have my own problems with the world and shit like that. He's the best at his job, though. No one else can do his fucking job. You get what I'm saying? I can't do his job, bro. Don't look at me like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know that, you never experienced that, yeah, you're God. You know what I'm saying? That isn't even the highest magic to me. That isn't, because it's not the most enjoyable. It's not the most fun. It's not the most loving. You don't get the most strength out of that shit. That shit's draining. You're still in a human body. You get what I'm saying? You still are learning. You're still a child. You get what I'm saying? They don't call God a child. God is the Father. They call us children. You know what I'm saying? Children can't run no fucking kingdom like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fake Satanists, fake Luciferians, you know what I'm saying? Even fake Christians, fake spiritualities. They'll say, like, oh yeah, we God. Like, that's a big or fucking deal. It's the biggest ordeal in the world. People just going by that willy-nilly. Like, yeah. I mean, I get, like, if you can handle that, go ahead. I don't think you can handle that, though. It's my little brothers, my little sister stronger than you. I know you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? God ain't giving you that real energy for real. That's what I mean. It's gonna be. This is like a humbling thing. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to skip the humbling. You get what I'm saying? On me, bro. Like, God didn't ask me to do that shit, but I just know from my own personal experience, like, y'all can skip that shit. Y'all don't gotta be humble. Y'all don't gotta go to hell for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta suffer for real. Y'all don't gotta be like wrecking your minds. You know what I'm saying? Ruining your temples. You get what I'm saying? Focused on other shit besides real life. I'm telling you, real life's more important. You get what I mean? Taking care of your body, your family, your friends. You get what I'm saying? Your wealth, your finances. It's way more important. God's already doing his job. You need to do your job as a man and as a woman. Do your job. Do that first. You get what I'm saying? Peace and blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love y'all. Till next time.